Okay, good evening everyone. Good evening. I want to welcome you all to this channel. May God bless you. If this is your first time to see me, my name is Victoria. That is my name. So I want to welcome you all to this channel. May God bless you and may God grant you. I want to welcome you to this family. Thank you for being part of this family. May you subscribe so that we can keep on growing in the name of the Lord, so that I can keep on bringing the messages which God is sending me to give out. So by His power and His grace, I want to thank Him for allowing me to be here today to speak with you guys, because He released this message in the morning around 12 a.m. He was speaking to me about Ezekiel's call to be a prophet. So this one I found it in Ezekiel chapter 2. Ezekiel chapter 2. So I had to read all of it because the Holy Spirit was telling me to read all of it. And 3, so that I can understand what He's telling me, what He's talking to me about. So when God was speaking to me, He said that He had to make you His watchman, so that you can be His mouthpiece, so that you can see for Him while you are here, down here, so that you can send the messages, you can speak for Him, you see, so that we can speak for Him. So the same with Israel, with Ezekiel. You know what happened to Ezekiel is that God had to call Ezekiel to be a prophet, so that he can prophesy everything which is happening now and in the future at the same time, you see. So in that moment, God had to call Ezekiel, and then God had to call Ezekiel directly, and he had to speak to him directly, the same way He did to Moses. That is the same way He did to Ezekiel. But for Ezekiel, it was a little bit different from Moses, because Ezekiel, he saw everything. He saw everything, the glory of God. He saw everything, and then he had to put his face down because he saw the glory of God. It had to shine upon him, you see. So in that moment, God was speaking to Ezekiel about what He has put in his mouth. God has already put in His words in his mouth, so that you can go and speak with His children. You are like Ezekiel. God had to send you to the Israelites, so that you can help them to ascend, so that you can help them to grow. So the other message which I was getting is that His children doesn't want to listen to Him. His children doesn't want to listen to Him. So He's saying that you should not worry about that, because it's going to make you hard like them also. It's going to make you hard like them also. You understand? It's going to make you hard like them also. So He was saying, then He said to me, Son of man, eat this scroll I am giving you and fill your stomach with it. So I ate it, and it tasted as sweet as honey in my mouth. He then said to me, Son of man, go now to the people of Israel and speak my words to them. You are not being sent to a people of obscure speech and strange language, but to the people of Israel. Not to many peoples of obscure speech and strange languages, whose words you cannot understand. Surely if I had sent you to them, they would have listened to you. But the people of Israel are not willing to listen to you, because they are not willing to listen to me. For all the Israelites are hardened and obstinate. You see, for all the Israelites are hardened and obstinate. You see, the thing is that God is speaking to people who are in the world, who doesn't want to return to Him. So He had to send that one prophet. That is you. Whoever is going to see this video, is meant for you. Your God is watchman. The same way He did to Israel, to Ezekiel, that is the same way he did to you. He had to put His words in your mouth, so that you can go and tell them what He said. So you need to obey this. Because what I was seeing in this, it was something like, it had to, like, I don't know how it was doing in my heart. Like when God was saying that, this verse, it was something else. I don't want to lie. I think I have to read it. This one. I think I have to read it. You were saying that the righteous thing that person did will not be remembered, and will hold you accountable for their blood. You see? It was something else. Because this is speaking about warning. warning people who are in the world. You should do what he asked you to do. Because it was speaking when we go to 21, it was saying, but if you do warn the righteous person not to sin, and they do not sin, they will surely live, because they took warning, and you will have saved yourself. You see, this is for you to warn Israelites. To warn Israelites. This is a message for someone. You have to deliver the messages. You are like Ezekiel, the watchman of God, the mouthpiece of the Lord. You speak for him down here. So you have to warn him so that you not find yourself paying for their sins. You see, you need to do the job. You need to do the work. You are the prophet of the Lord. He gave you the gift, so use it wisely. As the watchman of the Lord. You understand? You understand? So that is what he's saying. Like, people should turn away from their evil ways and walk in the light. And walk in the light. Because this message I'm giving it to spiritual children who are using God's gifts in a way that God is not happy with. He gave you these gifts so that you can save, not for you to destroy. You understand? So this is the message which I have now. He gave you these gifts so that you can do what? You can save, not to destroy. You are like Ezekiel. So make sure that you do good. Make sure that you do good. Anyone who comes to you and then tell you to help them destroy someone, chase them away. Because when the karma hits, it's going to hit you both. Because you had to participate in it. So this is a warning which I'm giving. So this is what it is talking about. What Ezekiel was sent to do. To warn. To warn people who are walking in the dirty way. In the wrong path. You need to become alive. And use these gifts in the light. Not in the darkness. Use them in the light. You understand? Use them in the light. That is when you see the Spirit of the Lord will rise you up. It will rise you up. So this message is for Ezekiel, the prophet of the Lord. Use your gifts, what God asked you to do. You understand? You are Ezekiel. God is watchman. So you see, this message, it was heavy, I don't want to lie. It was heavy, I don't want to lie. So, the thing is that God had to send Ezekiel in this place where they were rebellious people. Where they were rebellious people for 7 days. He had to send him there so that he can sit with them for 7 days. And then God had to speak again with him, and he had to send him in his house. That is when he went into isolation. You see, that is when he had to go into isolation. You understand? And then God had to close his mouth. Because he didn't want him to speak anything. He didn't want him to say anything. That is when I will tell you that there's these 2 lessons that you need to learn when you're a prophet of God. There's a time to speak. There's a time to be silent. That is the same with Ezekiel. That is what happened to him. That is what happened to him. You see. So you need to master this. There's a time to speak. There's a time to be silent. So that moment God is telling you to be silent, there is a reason why he's saying that. So the last message which I got is from 27. But when I speak to you, I will open your mouth, and you shall say to them, This is what the sovereign Lord says. Whoever will listen, let them listen. And whoever will refuse to, let them refuse. Whoever will refuse, let them refuse. For they are rebellious people. For they are rebellious people. See, this is a warning I am getting. So I have to send the message. I have to speak it out. Because if I just keep it to myself, I have to pay it also. So I have to send it out and speak it out. You see, turn away from evil and walk in the light. Be like Ezekiel. He had to listen. He had to obey what the Lord wants, because these are the last days. I don't want to lie. Some of you, this is your last incarnation. But if you don't want to listen, I don't know. Only you bear the consequences. I don't want to lie. You're not going to be here forever. But you are here to finish what Jesus started. So you have to use your gifts in the right way. Use them in the right way. In a correct way. Turn away from evil. We want those ones whom God is telling you to warn, so that they can walk in the right path, in the right direction. Otherwise, if you just leave them, when karma hits, their blood will be in your hands. But try by all means to avoid that. And ask God for His guidance. You see, I have to speak this out. I don't want you to listen to me, but listen to the one who is speaking, the Most High. I'm just His mouthpiece. Let's walk in the light. Let's continue ascending and doing His work. You see, I just want to thank you all for listening. Whoever will see this message, please, it's meant for you. It's meant for you. You did not see this only by coincidence. It's not even a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. It's meant for you. Listen, pay attention. Listen. When the Lord is speaking with you, listen. Because what I've seen is that a lot of people are being stubborn. They are saying that we need to enjoy our lives. The only way you are going to enjoy your life is when you walk in the light. They are saying life is too short, so I have to enjoy my life. The only way you are going to enjoy that life is when you align with God's will, with the purpose, the reason why He created you. Because most of you people, you are in a place of chaos, where there is noise, too much. But God is inviting you in a place of peace. You need to listen. This is just a warning. I think I've spoken a lot here, a lot of messages, but it takes for that one person who understands, who is awake, who is awakened. He did not come here to save the righteous, but He came here to save the sinners. Understand? So since you got your salvation, you need also to partake in that path, to save others. The same way Jesus did, you need to do that so that you can win the souls. So that we can send them to the Master. Your soul signed this long time ago, before you were even born. So you need to do the job. You see, you need to do the job. Do the job. Because if you just close your mouth and God is giving you downloads, God is giving you the messages, and you just say, you'll pay for it. Save the souls. Align yourself with His will. Work in His mission. Finish what He started. I love you all, and I always love you. Just know that I got your back, and I'm always here to support. If you want to ask me anything, feel free to ask me anything in the comment section. feel free. I'm here to support everyone who is working in this path. I know he never said that it's going to be easy, but with his power and his grace, we'll always conquer, we'll always prevail. You see, so by his power and his grace, I want to thank him for this opportunity, for me being here speaking with you, and I want to also welcome you to this channel. Welcome to this family. Can you join me and let's continue ascending, let's continue growing by his power and his grace. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, don't forget to subscribe. I'll be here waiting, and I'll be here delivering more messages. By his power and his grace, I know we can do it. Thank you so much. May God bless you and may God guide you for this.